Hi and welcome back to the Love Island Lowdown. We're here to give you all the latest from the Love Island Villa, so we're going to go straight in with a recap of what happened last week. It was a very busy week in the Love Island Villa with Casa and Moore getting underway. It saw Catherine and Ella moving on from their guys, who remained closed off back in the villa.
But of course there were still guys moving mad, as they always do, is Love Island tradition. In the main villa, as the new girls came in, we had Sammy doing kisses with 2 girls in one night, and we also had Montel straying, but mostly at the encouragement of Tyreek, who remained loyal to Ella, but little did he know he was in for a surprise when she came back. But Sammy did recouple ultimately with Amber, and we also saw Montel decide to stick with Leah regardless of his straying while she was no longer in the villa.
But that didn't stop Tink obviously giving her 2 pence and telling Leah what happened under the sheets.
And then also, of course, we had the big return of Molly, who we thought we said goodbye to a couple of weeks ago, but now she's back, and she really came in for Zach, and they're definitely back together now.
Something like that.
Something like
It was one of the most explosive recouplings, with Ella deciding to couple up with Uzi, as Tyreek insisted that they're now done, and Catherine chose to couple up with new guy Elom, leaving Scott very, very single. We got you to vote for your favourite moment from last week, and you chose movie night. Let's have a look.
You concentrate, please.
Don't talk to me like that.
Please, but why are you talking to me though?
Because I'm being nice.
Yeah, but why are you talking?
Can we all agree?
Leah, you're starting to do a lot of talking as well, for sake, Jesus Christ.
What are you on about?
You're just talking over every movie that's gone on now.
So Lewis, movie night was the best moment from last week. What did you think?
I think the main thing that I just took away from that was just that I felt really bad for Scott. I just felt
I did.
they were really rough on him, and not just Catherine, because I think obviously we know that they had their own dynamic that's gotten quite tense, but it was more the way that all of the girls turned on him. But even before he had made that comment to Leah, which I thought was deserved, to be honest, the way they've all switched on him is just a bit
It's so
strange.
confusing. I've been seeing loads of tweets. People are saying that they think that he might do like a self-eviction and just like leave just because of how it's all gone down. And yeah, I don't understand.
I hope he stays.
Yeah, and what do you think of like Tyreek? I don't think that he got what he deserved during movie night.
No, I think they showed part of his kind of like encouragement of people, but also he did do a bit of flirting himself while saying he was closed off.
Who is it? He asked Gabby to do a 12 for him.
Yeah, like he was very flirtatious, way more than Scott was. I know Scott made that comment, but like Tyreek was very flirtatious, and then he was very much egging all the boys on to kind of do the worst.
And I feel like the girls were kind of like hyping him up, like, oh, CEO Ty, instead of being like, no, look at what you did.
Yeah, they were more like amused at his behaviour.
Yeah.
Whereas like one jokey comment from Scott and they like pounced on him. So that was very
I feel
strange.
like the producers and the editors, they need to show us something about Scott
We are
that
missing
makes this
something.
make sense, because it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I thought obviously the other side of it was Tyreek also blew up a bit at Jess.
Yeah.
Which also kind of went under the radar, because very quickly she was obviously upset by the footage of Sammy.
Yeah. Which wasn't very nice at all.
No, it was horrible. And I do think she just needs to wash her hands of him, to be honest.
Do you think she's going to do it though?
No,
I don't.
I don't think she's...
I think she just wasted her Casa Moore experience, to be honest. And like, speaking of wasted Casa Moore experiences, poor Zach.
I think everybody was anticipating the twist that Molly was going to get brought back. I know some people did want it, some people didn't want it. Mostly from what I saw on Twitter, they didn't want it.
Yeah.
But she came back and she did do her initial, like, I'm going to be a nice queen. Even though I think most people agreed, like, he didn't do anything wrong. So that was a bit bizarre that she was holding him to such a high standard with that anyway. But then she crumbled pretty quickly as well. And since then, we just don't see them. They're in the background.
Yeah,
apart from that very vanilla
hideaway
experience. But yeah, I can see them probably just staying together now.
Now moving on to the Factor 50 forecast, where we predict what's to come next. So at the moment, Lewis, the villa is packed. We've got all these Casa and Moore people just, taking up space. We've got people in single beds at the moment. And I feel like there needs to be some sort of mass dumping where we get rid of quite a few people.
I feel like at the very least they do need to get rid of 4 people.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there'll be a big recoupling and anyone left single might get eliminated.
I think we need a mass dumping, and then we need a bombshell. Specifically for Scott.
Scott deserves a bombshell, I think. Somebody to go in there and also just have his back. I think that was the main thing for me, was that I felt like no one really defended him in any of these situations. They were just kind of like very much worrying about Leah, who, quiet, dull Leah. It was a great comment from Scott, but hopefully that's in his future. And as we mentioned with Molly and Zach, can see them kind of surviving for quite a while. I can probably see them coasting to the final, to be honest, because they just seem so like, you know, vanilla and happy. They're not really having any dramas at all.
I didn't think they had much in common, to be honest, but
no,
seems to be
I definitely thought,
working
yeah,
for
I
them.
thought we had more chemistry with Whitney. So
Yeah.
But yeah, well,
Who knows? Maybe that could happen.
But
again.
yeah, the other big hot prediction is Whitney will continue to be giving vibes.
Well, thank you for tuning in to the Love Island Lowdown. We hope you enjoyed. Please tweet us and let us know your thoughts.